I'm not here to talk about Tank. He's a hell of a fighter. He's with us forever. I like Tank. I love Tank. He loves me. We have a great relationship, and we're happy. We always want to stay positive. The media always asks in negative questions. So we're not talking about nothing negative. We're talking about things that's positive. Tank, I love you. We talk every day. Keep up the great work. I'm proud of you.
What's good, family? It's your man, the YB, back once again in the flesh. Shout out to your man, the YB, number one sugar mama in the game right now, Lizzie Corinne, for keeping his coin boosted. Anywho, so we just heard there from your man's goober, number one goober, Floyd. Yeah, Floyd, funny style Mayweather. I ain't even a bit impressed with this one. In fact, let's replay this goober sound and ask Cat.
I'm not here to talk about Tank. He's a hell of a
Capping, yeah. Floyd, the only guy, yeah, who will tell you I ain't here to talk about Tank, and then spend 3 minutes woofing about Tank, 100%.
I'm not here to talk about Tank. He's a hell of a fighter. He's with us forever. I like Tank. I love Tank.
Now, you heard there from Floyd, like I played at the start. Oh man, my name's Floyd, and I ain't here to talk about Tank, but if there's a camera in my face, I'll talk about Tank all day, and he the best fighter, and he staying with me, and he with Team Mayweather Promotions forever. Yeah, and I told you, man, it's very interesting, and I'm pissed off right now, well, I'm half pissed off, yeah? I should be proper seething, but I ain't seething, because like I said, I told you, man, I said peep the game, yeah? When Tank came out, and on reflection, I'm actually thinking that it was a play by Tank and Mayweather. I think they're on it together. They know T Mayweather and Tank Davis are corny. Yeah, they're both corny, and I believe they know how much the fans are desperate to see Tank actually fight someone. What's that got to do with anything? Well, if Floyd Mayweather and Tank Davis know how desperate the fans are to see him actually get in there and fight someone, what's the best play to sell people on a pay-per-view? Don't forget, people, yeah? Tank Davis didn't come out of the blue and say, I want to leave Floyd. He did it in fight month or fight week. He did it, yeah? And I've told you before, the PBC, the whole PBC shtick is, yeah, it's the number one sell pay-per-views, but number two, they do it in a way by trying to reel fans in on what fans really want. I've been told you about the Charlo, the Caleb Plant Pot, and the David Benavidez scam, yeah? All these cats, Charlo and Plant and Benavidez, before they fight, oh man, after this fight, we're gonna fight the best, and after this, we're gonna do this. It's always after, and then guess what? After the fight, what are we? David Benavidez fought David Lebum 2 months ago. Have we heard anything from him? No. He was telling us, yeah. He wasn't even just telling us. He was tweeting Plant, yeah, Plant, we're gonna get it in, etc, etc, etc. He missing right now, and I told you, peep the game, because in a month or an X amount of time from now, yeah, you'll hear Benavidez versus some complete scrub again, and at which point David Benavidez will be saying, oh man, I want Plant, and after this fight, they've been saying, if you actually look back, yeah, these cats have been talking about each other for the last 3 fights. That's what it is. Anyway, I've reminded you, man, of the game the PBC like to run. Now, Tank Davis ain't running exactly the same game, but it's a similar game. What do I mean? Well, Floyd knows the fans are desperate for Tank to fight someone. So going into the Rolly fight, again, Tank's fighting someone ain't no one heard of, apart from the fact that Tank and Floyd's associated with him. That's the facts. Ain't no one checking for Rolly. Yeah, bummy have an ass. Ain't no one checking for Bumero. Bum have an ass, dude, yeah? So, what they do instead? Oh man, I'm leaving Floyd, and after this fight, I'm spreading my own wings, and I'm going on my own path, and it's time for me to fight the beast. And is that not what Tank Davis said? Oops, of course it's what he said. Yeah, he gonna fly his wings, he need to grow. And then guess what? After the fight, what did Tank say? He hugging Leonard Snouterby, yeah, in the post-fight press conference. Tank was literally hugging up and grinning, grinning teeth like he robbed a bank, which he did. I'm hearing Tank got paid 3, 4, 5, 6 million bucks for that fight. Unbelievable, yeah? And I guess I'll be grinning too. If I just made 6 million bucks for fighting a gym fighter. Don't ever forget that, folks, yeah? Bummy Bumero was a Las Vegas Mayweather gym fighter. He don't know. What's he ever done? He lost and PBC robbed him. Well, PBC robbed the other guy who beat him. Oops. Yeah? Tank's the first man in the US, yeah, to make 7 million, 5, 6 million bucks fighting a complete bum washer in Bummy Bumero. Yeah? And I think I might be wrong on this one. For a time I told you, man, yeah, that Floyd will never want Tank to be as great as him, but Tank's actually done something that Floyd was never able. Well, Floyd actually wrote the book on this, but still, Tank's taken it to a whole nother level. Floyd was the originator. He's the guy who started fighting bums on big pay-per-view shows. Facts, yeah. Robert Guerrero, bum, yeah. Victor Ortiz, bum, yeah. Andre Bumto, bum, bunch of bums. Your man Floyd fought on pay-per-view, and Tank has peaked the game. And they've taken it to a whole nother level, because as bad as Robert Guerrero was, as bad as Andre Berto was, they've got nothing on Bummy Bumero and all the midgets that Tank stays fighting. Yeah, and I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the fans getting played. And listen, I ain't gonna lie, it's not just a PBC game. Ryan Garcia does it as well. Yeah, Ryan Garcia for the last 4 fights has been telling us, after this fight I'm gonna do this. Every fight he fighting a bum. So I'm going to call it the 2022 Zesty. Yeah, whole bunch of zesty, corny-ass dudes. That's what it is. If you're corny, this is the game they be running. Ain't no one really trying to get it like that. Yeah, and this is another one of them. Look at, if you actually watch, when Floyd says in this video, oh man, you know, Tank ain't going nowhere. He's got this kind of duper's delight. You can see it in his face. His chin goes, oh man, you know, Tank gonna be with me forever. Yeah? He's got this. He's really happy with himself. Why? Well, like I said, if you was running some mad hustle for 8 million, 6, 5, 6, 7 million bucks to fight a bum, you'd be having duper's delight as well. You'd be grinning your teeth and smiling, talking about, oh man, he my family. Listen, if I could make a $5 million hustle fighting a bum, we'd be family too. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just done with the whole corniness, man. Yeah, Tank's got all the skill in the world. Meanwhile, Devin, who in my opinion, Devin's skilled, but he don't have the power, bottom line. He don't have the power. He don't have that shock factor. And to be fair though to Devin, we don't even know that Tank has that power. We do. I guess because even if they're bums, it's still hard to knock bums out. Yeah, Devin wouldn't knock out half the dudes. Devin wouldn't knock out half of the bums that Tank's knocked out, to be fair, but still, yeah, at least Devin going in there and running it. What Tank doing? Tank, instead of going in there and actually doing something, instead he talking and trying to drum up fake interest. Oh, I'm leaving Floyd. Yeah, it's time for me to fly my wings. It's been a month since the fight happened. Have any of you man heard about Tank leaving? Tank making a real big fight? No, of course you haven't. It's the PBC 2022 corny goober playbook being run on the fans again. Yeah, and that's why to some extent I respect Floyd, because he has turned running game on the fans into a very profitable business. Yeah, bottom line, because he's the first man in history to bring bum pay-per-view fights to the masses. It's never been done before, never. Because back in the day, if you were on pay-per-view, it was a decent fight. That's just what it was. You didn't have bum fights on pay-per-view. Floyd really was one of the first guys to bring that whole concept to the market. And Tank Davis has run all the way to the bank with it. Honestly, yeah. There will be dons from the 80s who had pay-per-views who had to work for their pay-per-views. Before, yeah, pay-per-views weren't handed out like whatever. You had to earn them. Yeah, you had to take risk for them. These days, like I said, the old timers will be turning in their grave knowing that Tank Davis getting pay-per-views and Floyd, look at Floyd grinning, having ass, yeah, big grinner, selling. I'm not even. Anyway, man, listen. I'd love for Tank to get whooped accidentally. You know, one's there. Yeah, you know how AJ fought Ruiz and got whooped. That's what Tank needs right now, I believe. Is it going to happen? No, because he fights so. Listen, Tank fights so much bum, they ain't can do nothing. But that's what he needs, really. He needs that shock to his system that makes him think, you know what am I doing with my life and my career? I just fought a bum and got beat anyway. That's what he needs. Yeah, and I can't believe that. For me, it's not just what Tank said. It was the way he said it, in as much as he was coming across really sincere. Oh man, I need to fly my own wings, and Floyd flew his wings, and I need to go on my own. How can you say that and sound genuine, yeah? And then bump the fans? No, man, I'm not down with that. That's corny. 100% corny having that. And that's the problem with these midge dons, yeah? From now on, if you're a midge, from now on, all of you Napoleon midge having ass donnies, yeah, corny, 100%.